Biker Dad is brought to you by Noel Leonard, Biker Lawyer, and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. Hi, my name is Chris Best, and I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell stories. And this week, that adventure brings me, well, nowhere. I'm at home at Biker Dad World Headquarters in Alabama. And just like you, we're getting ready for a big Halloween this year. We're getting ready to trick or treat. Got the yard all decorated with my dead biker buddies and my Watch for Motorcycle sign. And I figured, hey, why not take you to some of my favorite biker haunts I've run into the last couple of years producing the Biker Dad TV show. So that's where we start this episode of the Biker Dad TV show. Happy Halloween, and let's roll. Have you ever sat at your job and thought, what if I just got up and left? Tell that horrible boss to take this job and shove it. Have you ever wanted to just walk out? What about burnout? Well, that's exactly what I did, but I didn't just quit. I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell your story. Daytona Beach, Florida, where you can actually drive onto the beach. Rick Fairless, a legend of his own, introduced me to Richard Rollins, Mayfield, Kentucky. Southeast Missouri, beautiful city of Knoxville, Tennessee. Gulf Coast of Mississippi, the Florida coast and the Tampa Bay area, Orange County Choppers, Roadhouse and Museum, talking to Paul Tuttle Sr. himself. But make no mistake, this is not a show about motorcycles or even about me. Instead, I travel across the country to meet the people who use their passion for motorcycles to make their communities stronger, safer, and better. This is Biker Dad. Most people don't know this, but the only thing I've probably done more than ride motorcycles is read Stephen King novels. And one day in 1974, Stephen King walked up those very steps. And this place, called the Stanley Hotel, about an hour outside of Denver, became the inspiration of The Shining. So we had to ride up here to check it out. Beautiful ride through the Rocky Mountains, through several national forests, just gorgeous territory on a nice, beautiful day here in Colorado. So obviously I had to check out the Stanley Hotel, and we made a stop here. So let's go see the story behind The Shining and how it got started right here in Colorado. Nestled in the stunning mountains of Estes Park, Colorado, the Stanley Hotel stands as one of the most iconic and haunted hotels in America. Opened in 1909, this grand Georgian-style building was the vision of inventor F.O. Stanley, known for his early work with the Stanley Steamer automobile. But beyond its history, the Stanley has earned worldwide fame thanks to one frightening name, Stephen King. In 1974, King stayed at the hotel with his wife Tabitha during an off-season visit. Stranded by a snowstorm, the couple spent the night in room 217. The eerie isolation and the hotel's unsettling atmosphere sparked an idea. The next day, King began working on the novel that visitors can tour the very places that inspired King's terrifying tale. From the grand ballroom to the dimly lit hallways. Whether you're a fan of the book or the iconic film, the Stanley Hotel offers a glimpse into the haunting inspiration behind one of horror's greatest stories. Will you dare to visit? The spirits of Stanley Hotel may still be waiting for you, especially in room 217. The hotel was actually closed when King and his wife arrived, and they had dinner alone in this big old ballroom. And during that dinner, they swore they felt people watching them. And when they left the ballroom and closed the doors, they could hear a party inside. That is the moment that inspired the iconic ballroom scene from the original movie, The Shining. The original movie wasn't shot here And it's one of the reasons Stephen King hated the Stanley Kubrick version of the movie. Even though there's memorabilia all over the place, Stephen King shot his own version in the 90s, a miniseries, and part of that included this dollhouse that is still on the grounds today. One of the things that wasn't here when King arrived was the hedge maze, also an iconic scene from the movies now, but the Stanley Hotel has since installed their much more modest hedge maze. This is the balcony of room 217 where King and his wife stayed. They also felt haunted in that room, and that was the inspiration for the room number in the book and the Stephen King version of the movie. Ironically, the original Kubrick version, they changed the number of the room. The hotel where it was shot in Oregon did not want people too afraid to stay in that room. Ironically, room 217 at Estes Park is booked on Halloween in advance for literally decades. You might do some math on the room 217. It adds up to the number 19. Also an iconic number for Stephen King and his constant readers. Mystery of the number 19 is throughout all of Stephen King's books practically, and it's all over this hotel too. Just take the number 1909, the year that this place was founded, add up those numbers, also 19. The strange and eerie thing about that is Stephen King was using the number 19 in his books before he ever stopped at the Stanley Hotel. This is obviously not the original carpet pattern of the hotel built in 1909, but another nod to the original Stanley Kubrick movie. Hotel owners added the funky 70s carpet pattern to part of the hotel. And by far one of the favorite things Stephen King nerds like to do when they're at the Stanley Hotel is this: recreate the iconic shower scene in room 217. You may also not know that Stephen King is an avid motorcyclist just like myself and loves Harley Davidsons, to be specific. He was even invited to guest star on an episode of Sons of Anarchy, so you know he's a real one. All right, that's an awesome little trip here, a little side trip while we're in Denver working with the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. And let's go see what else we found out in Colorado. Just a few miles from the Colorado Motorcycle Expo is the historic Stanley Hotel, which was Stephen King's inspiration for the book The Shining, and one of the movies was even filmed there. No, not the good one, the made-for-TV one, but still really cool. Scott here from Bennett, Colorado has something that mashes two of my favorite things in the world together perfectly, and that is motorcycles and Stephen King. If you follow me, you probably know about my obsession with Stephen King. Scott, just tell me about the bike. How did this start out? What is it, first of all?
So it's a 2006 Suzuki M109R. So it's an Asian bike. The show here is a lot of Harleys, so I kind of stick out. This candy brandy wine color, and it kind of reminded me of the movie Stephen King with all the blood.
Because it looks like blood.
Yeah, so I kind of went with the whole red rum theme from the movie. I painted this all myself. The two little girls from the movie, I had them airbrush that on the cowling. Kind of wanted to make them look more dead than the two little girls in the blue dresses. About 40,000 miles on the bike, so I do ride it.
Your levers kind of look like butcher knives or something that he would have used to
exactly
people in the hotel. All the chrome on here looks like it's sharp, like a razor blade or a knife or an axe blade. It definitely has the red rum burger feel to it. That's just one of the really cool things here at the Colorado Motorcycle Expo in Denver, and I just love seeing people make bikes their own. Cookie cutter is the worst thing that there could be when it comes to a motorcycle, and this definitely isn't. On the road in Ohio, and I had no idea that I was going to be passing this place. And if you know what this is without me telling you, we can be friends. But I will tell you, this is the Ohio State Reformatory, better known to most of us, especially if you're a Stephen King fan like me, and I am a constant reader, if you know what that means. And this is Shawshank. from Shawshank Redemption. Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392. October is awesome for riding Harley Davidsons on the Gulf Coast, and October 23rd through 26th, we're going to be riding over to Emerald Coast Harley Davidson for the Emerald Coast Bike Fest. Get ready for 4 unforgettable days of motorcycles, music, ink, and good times. And we're going to be there with Noel Leonard, biker lawyer. We're going to have that 2024 Hydra Glide we are raffling off for local veterans. Come see it, come get your tickets. And also you get to hang out with Justin Nunley. Yes, the Justin Nunley.
Not everything we do is about you. You realize that.
Yeah.
I'll be there, Noel Leonard will be there, Justin will be there.
Come see us.
October 23rd through 26th, I'll be there all 4 days at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson Bike Fest.
Hey everybody, I'm Noel Leonard, biker lawyer. If you've been injured in an automobile or especially a motorcycle accident, I hope you know who I am. If you injure someone who's riding a motorcycle, I don't give a damn if you know who I am. Your insurance company sure knows who I am, and I'm coming for both of you. Please give me a call. I'm easy to find, happy to take care of you.
We are in one of the most iconic spots in movie history and horror movies for sure, and that's it right there. They actually moved this house 60 miles. This is the house where they filmed the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is coincidentally was filmed the same year I was born, I think. And they were gonna just tear it down and let it go to rot, but people picked it up and moved it 60 miles to here back in the 90s, and now it's a popular hotspot for bikers and horror movie fans and people who just want something good to eat. So what do you think about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre House?
It's a pretty badass little place, man. It's a cool place to eat too, which is awesome. It was surreal. And then when you go to get on your phone and your signal drops, it kind of freaks you out a little bit, because you never know.
Some of the most iconic scenes of horror movie history, just movie history in general, happen on the other side of this door. And I'd show you clips of Texas Chainsaw Massacre to prove it if I could afford them, but instead we'll just take the 10-cent tour of the place. On the road in Texas and on the run from Leatherface, we are checking out the original house where Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed. It used to be 60 miles away from here. We moved into this tiny, beautiful town right on the water here in Texas. I don't know if you can hear me over the chainsaw, but it's pretty awesome. Having grown up, this movie came out the year I was born, so it's been part of my life since forever.
On this trip, what is the coolest stuff we've done so far? This is pretty cool.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre House was cool.
This is pretty cool. I mean, meeting Alan Danziger from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Sitting in the house.
Sitting in the house, being able to like, just ask him all kind of questions and...
It really, no, it is dancing, except for the ER.
Just down the road from where the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre House once stood, there's a bar that blends horror history, outlaw spirit, and rock and roll soul. Welcome to the Mean-Eyed Cat in Austin, Texas. Once a chainsaw repair shop, this Austin legend carved its way into movie history in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, where Dennis Hopper's character famously picked out his chainsaws to battle Leatherface. The exact scene still playing on a loop on a TV inside. Saw blades line the wall, a sharp-edged tribute to the building's bloody cinematic past. But that's just half the story. Its name and much of its outlaw theme comes straight from Johnny Cash. The bar is a gritty homage to the Man in Black, with Cash memorabilia, vintage vibes, and that raw, rebellious energy he carried. It's also a biker-friendly bar, hosting regular motorcycle events and drawing in road warriors from all over. Chainsaws, Johnny Cash, and cold beer. The Mean-Eyed Cat in Austin, Texas is where it's at. Biker Dad is brought to you in Baldwin County by Noel Leonard, biker lawyer.
You got to wear a helmet. I can tell you, because we have a helmet law here in Alabama, it's required. The cops will stop you if you're not wearing a helmet, typically. That's the thing I've seen most, is lives have been saved because when that head hit the ground, it was protected. Other than that, wearing your protective gear, it's kind of tough in this heat because everybody wants to wear shorts and flip-flops. To me, that's just a no-no. We're fully covered when we ride, my wife and I together. A lot of the things that you learn in motorcycle safety courses are important to carry with you every day. Having the exit strategy, I mean, you just know when you start getting into congestion, which way am I getting out in case this goes wonky.
Your home for Lex and Terry in the morning rocks your workday with Pretty Reckless, Foo Fighters, and Linkin Park. Available on over 2,000 smart devices. The Gulf Coast Rock Station, TK 101.
Now, a Biker Dad road trip. St. Louis' #1 cemetery here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's really important to me personally because it's part of a pivotal scene in the biggest biker movie of all time, Easy Rider. One of the most historic places in one of America's most historic cities. The cemetery has been in operation since 1789. Its haunted history includes the grave of a voodoo queen.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ed and I am the lead investigator for Ghost and Grub. So Ghost and Grub, I love to cook, I love to eat food, and I love the paranormal. One thing that I've seen across the United States is that there's a lot of haunted restaurants out there. And there's a lot of areas that don't have restaurants, but people still want to see these areas and they still want to eat somewhere, right? So we want to be able to bring the haunting to the average Joe that doesn't have a team and show them where they can eat and enjoy the sights and the sounds around it while getting ready for an investigation or going to go check something out. The history is par none and the food is amazing. From Bourbon Street all the way to the left and right of it, you've got miles and miles of authentic Haitian food. And if you're here for the hauntings, well, this place is not going to disappoint.
Hundreds of thousands of people come here every year. Some to visit the Voodoo Queen, some their own family members, and still others make the trek on 2 wheels to visit the spot of one of the most iconic motorcycle moments in all of movie history. I can't afford to show you the scenes or even still photos from that movie, Easy Rider, but if you've seen the movie, you can see it in your head right now. So when you come to a place like this where they've been burying people for over 300 years, what do you think the chances of there being some kind of paranormal thing going on here?
It's like throw a rock out here and it's haunted. There's a massive amount of respect for the graveyards here. You know, you don't want to decimate or desecrate them in any way, shape, or form when you're investigating. You also find out that the burial rituals here are very unique, where a lot of the bodies that went into the mausoleums were actually not ever embalmed because those mausoleums get up to 400 degrees during the summertime, turn to ashes, they put them on the bottom, and then friends or family are then placed on top that passed away. So you're potentially looking at 20, 30, 40, even more bodies in one mausoleum here.
Yeah, so that's what's interesting about this is it's only a square acre,
but there's thousands of people who are buried here, and that's why.
Exactly how that works.
And it ain't easy seeing the spot where Easy Rider was filmed. The cemeteries are owned by the Catholic Archdiocese, and because of vandalism and other reasons, you can only get inside if you pay for a tour, and those run about 40 bucks. We couldn't even get on a tour the day we visited, but thankfully we had a drone to come along with us. Well, you should come to New Orleans and check out the culture here. It is amazing. Yeah, the city has its problems, but it has a soul too that you cannot deny. Look past the trash, look past the problems with the homeless and the crime, and see the beauty and culture, and check out the food too. It's just incredible. Convention, the personal injury lawyer convention, but I'm here with Gamble, the National Motorcycle Injury Lawyer, and Eagle Rider Les Barlin's bike to show off the motorcycle giveaway, and we have to get it through the hotel. If you want to hit L2F, that's where we're going. All right. And then, so I got to ride this Yamaha Bolt all of 3 miles through Denver traffic. And so, unfortunately, we're not going to spend a lot of time riding it, but we are going to be using it to show off the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers bike giveaway and try to recruit new members for NAML as well. Fun little bike, I can tell you that. And one of the things I wanted to try on the way here was lane filtering is legal in Denver and the state of Colorado, but I was not doing it in that traffic. It did not. First of all, the drivers aren't aware of it, so still getting angry. And secondly, I didn't really see any room to get between the cars anyway. It's actually, there's more room in this hotel basement to get through than there is room to filter on the traffic in Denver. All right, we're just going to go around the corner here. I would ride it in here, but they won't let me.
Oh, to the right? Yeah, because we're on the other side.
272.
Yeah, we're at 72.
Yep.
I'll go over this way, Chris. No.
Yeah, that can't stop.
Yep, right there. We'll see where we want to put it.
Oh,
It's so quiet.
It is, isn't it?
it's a Yamaha. My Harleys are a lot louder than this.
Hey, so Chris, we've got 2 options. We can put it here or we can put it right there.
It's up to you.
I think it might look better there.
Okay, what do you put that to?
Yep.
Nope, that too.
Yes.
Cardio and leg day. That's it, we got it in the hotel. Now we're gonna sign up people for the motorcycle giveaway and try to sign up some new NAML members. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, you hear all the time we're here to support our veterans, but how many people actually put their money where their mouth is? And this is a brand new 2024 Harley Davidson Hydroglide, and it even has the extended service plan with it worth over like 30,000 bucks. And my friend Noel Leonard, Biker Lawyer, is actually giving this away to support Gulf Coast veterans. And right now you can see this 2024 Hydroglide at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson here in Fort Walton Beach. And starting Thursday through Sunday, I'll be here all weekend long with Emerald Coast Harley Davidson and Noel Leonard, Biker Lawyer. And we're gonna have this bike here selling tickets. Every dollar that we raise is going to local veterans groups. Equine Therapy Group helps veterans with PTSD. American Legion Post 199 in Fairhope, Alabama that was hit by a hurricane. Service Dogs of South Alabama, training dogs to help veterans. Again, you can see the bike right now at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson. I'll be here all weekend, Thursday through Sunday, showing it off and hanging out. And we're planning on also building like a podcast set out here. So if you have a cool biker story, come by and see me, and maybe you'll be on the TV show coming up pretty soon. We're going to be doing that all week here at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson, shooting stuff for the Biker Dad TV show, and you can come win this Harley. They're giving another Harley away too. I've got videos about that as well.
Emerald Coast Bike Fest, Thursday through Sunday, Emerald Coast Harley Davidson, Fort Walton Beach. Be there.
Everybody, I'm Noel Leonard, biker lawyer. If you've been injured in an automobile or especially a motorcycle accident, I hope you know who I am. If you injure someone who's riding a motorcycle, I don't give a damn if you know who I am. Your insurance company sure knows who I am, and I'm coming for both of you. Please give me a call. I'm easy to find, happy to take care of you.
Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392.
Beneath the hum of tires and the glow of the dash, America's highways hold secrets. Some routes are more than just pavement. They are corridors through the shadows of our past. In the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, Clinton Road waits. A cursed pathway where phantom headlights rush toward you in the dead of night. And legends of the Jersey Devil and darker histories linger in the mist. Out west, the long, lonely stretches of U.S. Route 491 in New Mexico whisper of its cursed past as the Devil's Highway. Here, travelers speak of ghostly hitchhikers, demonic dogs, and a strange sensation of losing time. Journey to the woods of Wisconsin, and you might find Boy Scout Lane, a quiet dirt path where the silence itself feels heavy with the legend of a troop that vanished, never to be seen again. Back in New Jersey, a road bears a warning in its very name, Shades of Death. It's said the spirits of lynched outlaws still walk its 6.7-mile length, unable to rest. In the sun-scorched state of Florida, a different terror awaits on I-4 near Sanford. They call it the Dead Zone, a mysterious stretch where radios die. A profound dread fills the air, and some believe a malevolent force influences the shocking number of accidents that occur there. From the dark woods of Maine, where a young girl appears on Route 2A only to vanish with a chilling scream, to the Devil's Promenade in Missouri, where a mysterious dancing spook light has defied explanation for generations. From the oppressive energy of Pennsylvania's Kelly Road to the twin terrors of New York's Mount Misery and Sweet Hollow Road, where the ghost of a murderous woman, a phantom officer, and the echoes of a burned asylum still haunt the asphalt. So the next time your headlights cut through the darkness, remember, you're not just driving, you're passing through. And on these roads, you may not be traveling alone.
Biker Dad is brought to you by Noel Leonard, biker lawyer, and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.